No, I did. I used to, no, I don't want to be tasteless, but I used to wet the bed a lot. And I mean, a lot of little kids do, and children, you know, babies wet the bed a lot. But I mean, not from the top of the wardrobe. You see? And because these kids, you see, the trouble is if you're timid, at school you get boys, or mostly boys, who are they bully. No, they bully. You don't get a lot of them, but you get a little group bully, the shy, timid ones. And I know they were very rough there, because I remember I used to be mad keen on football, you know. I used to love football. But I never played football to the 4th year, because the first 3 years I was the football. And see, when they were playing doctors and nurses, I was the one they all sent out for the bandages. When I came back, they were all playing hopscotch, see? So I grew up to think that sex was something you did on one leg. No, you see, I tried to be behind the ocean. I fell off, you know, I fell over. What didn't I hurt myself? Thought never again. So I became a born-again virgin. Anyway, everyone ignores me. Next. Nick Edgar, University College. You see here? Where do you come from, Nick?
Cambridge.
Cambridge. Cambridge? Wish I hadn't asked now. Night after night, continually, I suffer from erotic dreams. Do you find this odd? Yes, I do. Because most people enjoy them. No, the thing is... Now, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was very young, my aunt used to say to me, I had an aunt in York, and she used to say to me, gather ye rosebuds while ye may. Gather ye rosebuds, which is an old poem. While ye may, gather ye rosebuds while ye may, which means be happy while you can. So you must do that. You must be happy while you can, because you know you are the future, and the hope of the future and the spirit of the future, and you are the inspiration and the leaders of the future. And if you get ambition, you go ahead and do it. You know, have a good go. Don't be like me. Have a good go. Do what you want. Don't end up a shambles like I am. Have a go. Say this. Anybody here got any ideas about show business? Anybody here want to go to any budding actors here? Oh, comedy or what? You know, sort of comedian. Pardon? Oh, join me. No. What do your parents say? Anyone when you've mentioned it to them, do they say go ahead, or don't do it? They say go on, do it. Oh, it's unusual because most people. They don't. My mother used to worry about me going to show business because it's a very insecure profession. You know that, don't you, what you're letting yourself in for? I personally went through I've been ups and downs, but I went through a terrible period in the 60s. I mean, the 1960s. And I had this, you know, couldn't get any work, and so I got a job in would you believe this, the Marriage Guidance Council. Yeah. Why? I don't know. Well, I do know. I suppose I got this idea, this psychology, you know, agony, uncle, you know, that business. And so I lasted a week, and I thought, that's it. It got me down. I had nightmares. All these dramas, worse than any soap opera, don't do it. Oh, it's terrible. I was on the Steve, what's today?
Tuesday.
That's right. It was on the Tuesday morning. And it's funny, you're psychic. Very funny, psychic. And I was at 11 o'clock in the morning, I was having a cup of coffee, you see. And all of a sudden the door burst open and this woman came in. This big spirit, and she was bawling and shouting. She said, I said, look, I said, excuse me, I'm having a cup of coffee. You're slashing it. I said, whatever's the matter? She said, I said, wait. She said, you're incoherent. I said, look, just calm down. She said, I'm stayed up. I said, I know you're in a state. I said, what's happened? She said, I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave him. So I said, well, leave who? She said, my husband. That's who. So I said, now, listen, tell me, what's the why? First of all, when were you married? She says, yesterday. So I said, yesterday? God help us. I said, what happened then? She said, well, I wouldn't shoot. She said, after last night. She said, after last night, she said, I mean, it was awful. She said, I went upstairs to the bedroom for the honeymoon. And she said, I looked very nice. I had this see-through negligee. And I had my hair done. And she had lipstick. And she said, I really look nice. And we went upstairs to the bedroom. And I said to him, darling, what would you like me to do for you? He said, I'd like a bath. Then she said, I beg your pardon. He said, I'd like a bath. She said, I'd like a... Well, bath, yes. Well, if you'll kindly step this way. So she took him in the bathroom, you see, filled the bath water. And so she said, he got up, it was soaking. So she said, now, dear, what would you like me to do for you now? He said, I'd like a storm. She said, a storm? He said, yes, lash the waves up. With your hand. Lash, come on, put your back, come on, girl, put your back in. Lash, come on. Now, thunder, kick the bath. Thunder, kick the bath. Go on, that's right, thunder. No, that's like lightning, electricity. Lightning, so she's kicking the light. She said, wait a minute. She said, I'm going mad. But she said, look, we're married now, dear. Wouldn't you like something else? Like sex? He said, in this weather? You must be out of your mind. But anyway, you've been a marvellous audience. I want to leave you with the words. I want to leave you with some famous words. The famous words of Cleopatra to Mark Antony. If you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. So thank you very much. Up students, up all students everywhere. Up the students, thank you.